would like to share with you what happened to me in order for me to create in mind songs and making sound matter. Of course, the reason for creating them, I already explained that, and it was because of me struggling in sustaining my beautiful neural pathway. So I thought, if I am struggling with this, all the people are as well. So I created in mind songs. But what happened to me before that was what unfolded the result of me creating in mind songs. And what happened was a year and a half ago, or a little bit more now, when I was experiencing again anxiety, panic attacks, depression, and I say again because I thought that I was already healed from that condition. But I was back. And that time I had a plus, which was I was also having suicidal thoughts every morning. I would wake up thinking, oh no, I have to live life again. I have to go through this day. I have to go a day again. I wish I didn't wake up. And it was crazy because I was feeling at the same time guilty, so much guilt. My life wasn't that bad. I mean, I suffered the consequences of COVID and the pandemic and whatever, but it's like I wasn't that bad to be that bad. And I couldn't understand a thing. I was just really bad, period. And I had no tools to fix myself. I had no idea what to do. I had no idea as well about about spirituality, about the law of attraction science, about dimensions, about consciousness. I actually run from spirituality because I was raised in a Muslim family. I live in Barcelona, Spain. I am originally from Morocco. And as I said, like I was actually running away from spirituality because I was forced to be religious my whole life, not anymore, but yeah, my whole life. My parents were very persuasive. And so yeah, I did believe always in us in an intelligence energy that puts order and works in a kind of feedback, but I didn't know what and how. So I never really digged so much on it. So going back into what happened to me is that after being for a while in a very emotional bad condition, I was lucky finally enough to receive the existence of Dr. Joe Dispenza through a friend that recommended him to me because he unifies science and spirituality, and she knew that that would make sense to me and I would apply it in my daily life. I had no other option than to change. I couldn't go more deeper down. So I watched his series Rewired, and then I started to read his book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, and to do his meditations. After 2 months of meditating, one day I was about to have a panic attack and I forced myself into sit down and choose the longest meditation I had. I did so, and after 20 minutes, something amazing happened. And it's that I had a near death experience. I consciously chose to die and to leave completely my body and experience the dimension of heaven that before that I didn't thought that was a real thing, and experience the dimension of heaven, which is a state of being, is not a place. And remember kind of what is consciousness, existence, soul, spirit, why we here. Of course, I don't have now all the knowledge, I don't know it all, but believe me, I know more than before, that for sure. So I experienced that consciously, and when I say consciously, is that I remember exactly when my heart started beating super fast and then slowing down, and I chose to have the experience because it was so familiar. I knew that I did that so many times, thousand times, that it was so, it felt so good. It was billion times an orgasm in the heart and the brain at the same time, while being super electric and convulsing and traveling through the famous tunnel of light, hyper electric, and bumping into it like this until that actually is not a tunnel of light, is a wormhole to switch dimensions. And I end up suspended in the void of nothingness, in the core of existence, in heaven, in and 360 degrees awareness of pure bliss, and laughing so much about the comedy that's life, the movie that's life, the roles we have here, the roles we play, and it was just, it was no polarity at all. There were no bad, of course there is bad, but it's all about perception and awareness, and playing with that, and into expanding your consciousness. And yeah, so I had this experience, then I went back to my body, same life, and it took me a while to fit my soul into my physical self. I was everywhere, so when I remember that I had a individual physical self, I was looking for it outside and here and everywhere, because I was everywhere. It took me like 20 minutes to do with my hands like this and then to bump into me. And with so much oneness and love and bliss and zero scary experience, because you know that you did that 1,000 times, you died and you come back, and you actually are have the potential to do so on demand. As I said, it took me a while to fit my soul back into my physical self, because once I realized I could see, I will open my eyes and I would see for the first time physical matter, and it was so, it wasn't like I could not understand it. I would just know that that was physical matter, that I chose to have this physical matter experience in a physical individual self. But then it was, what is this? And I will move it, and then I will download that this is a hand, and for what is a hand? And I will do so with everything around me and with my feet, and with the flow, because I couldn't understand that there was separation and gravity, because I could only perceive the unified field. I could perceive the hologram of physical reality. I had to learn to talk again and to walk again, because I couldn't, like, even if I remember that I had legs, that the function of legs is to walk, then I have to put all together the walking, the gravity, the flows, the separation, and then the motor function of the articulations of my body as well. Well, I did that, and it was so much fun to do so, because I was pure wholeness, pure love. My heart was so awake and whole and loving. My pineal gland was releasing so much DMT, my own DMT, that I kept like that for super intense for weeks, and intense, but a little bit less, for months. I was walking in the streets, and I was bumping into doors, into walls, because I couldn't remember that I had to do the action of opening a door, because I could perceive the hologram. I was thinking that I could go through physical things, and I could taste what other people were eating, and at times I was telepathic. I could understand other languages that they were mine. I so many so many so many experiences that I would love to share in another video, because I had other near-death experiences. Yes, I love to die and to come back to my body. Yes, that's my thing. I love to experience heaven and go back to it. And I know that it's not my first lifetime doing that. I'm practicing this. And that's why one of my other purposes in life, well, not a purpose, because our purpose is to be, is to just be, to expand as pure awareness, and to love while having fun, while experiencing different things. So when I ask not what is my purpose, but what can I do to serve, in Mind Song started to download within me after 2 months of being high on my own DMT, spending the whole day in parks, staring at one drop of water and having heart orgasms, so staring at leaf in a flower for 2 hours, no words for the love and wholeness and present, and the orgasm of existence that I was experiencing every day. So after 2 months, as I said, I asked the question, what can I do to serve? And in Mind Song started to download within me, with all the science behind it and the melodies and the lyrics. So I went back home and I started to do so, and I didn't stop. I've been working on in Mind Songs for more than a year now, full time, every day. And the other second thing I was about to share that I stopped, it was that my other purpose here to have fun and to keep expanding, because that's human evolution, is to keep exploring death and immortality. That's the other thing I do every day. That was the thing, not little thing, that happened to me that changed my life and, of course, healed me from anxiety and panic attacks, and that made me embrace the creation of making sound matter in mind songs through me for you. The other cool thing about in mind songs in relationship with these experiences, these mystical out of body experiences I had, is that I was oneness. I was the unified field for so long that I cannot forget the emotion of being you, of being everything around me, everyone around me. And I created all in mind songs with this awareness, with the awareness of I am you. And because I could elevate my energy, my state of being, into believing that that dream was already your reality, that vibration is already within every in mind song theme, with every intention of every mind song. I made sure to create, to sing every song for you with the intention and elevated emotion of your dreams already made manifest. There is a science that explains that is super cool, that I love, that you can check, and it's the mirror neuron effect and the observer effect. How someone observing the experience of other person can have an effect on the other person. This doesn't mean that you don't have to do the work with them. We create reality and we co-create reality together, and the reality of others together. So I planted the seed of the pattern, and now you have to accept it and work with it and plant it and create it as well. You have to feel the emotions of your dream already made manifest and do the work. I will leave in the description below the links to In Mind Song website, makingsoundmatter.com, and Making Sound Matter social media. Thank you so much. Love us and see you soon.